here we are. Hold on. Let's get on here. Hold on. There we go. How you doing, Darren?
Doing good, Joe. How about you?
Good, man. Good. Guys, this is, once again, Los Angeles Real Estate Reality, your live stream from Darren and Joe over at Urban Hillsides Real Estate. Darren, I want to first off thank you for handling a busy weekend. I was off having some fun with the wife getting away, so thank you for that.
As we all should, man.
Yeah. Have to.
Yeah.
All right. Well, guys, thanks for joining us once again. This is just a little slice of our life, our jobs here, day in, day out, and our hopes in helping you, whether you're a buyer or a seller now, 3 years from now, 5 years from now, to be a smarter consumer. So thanks for joining us. It's kind of, I thought about it, Darren, kind of our sort of mini meeting to start off the week with all you guys. So here we are. We'll try to be entertaining. Before I get too far into it, I do want to announce that we've got a couple up and coming soon listings. So we've got a duplex in Highland Park that should be coming on in a couple weeks. And then we also have, we're working on it now, something in Montecito Heights, one of our favorite areas, a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, really cool, mid-century on stilts. So stay tuned, guys. We'll talk more about that as we get it prepared and ready with photos and all that stuff. So the disclaimer. Let's do the disclaimer, my famous disclaimer. So Darren Hubert and Joe Cloninger are real estate agents at Keller Williams Los Feliz under the Urban Hillsides brand. All opinions expressed by Urban Hillsides or guests on this video are solely their opinions and do not reflect the opinions of Keller Williams Los Feliz. You should not treat any opinion expressed by Urban Hillsides as a specific inducement to make a particular investment or follow a particular strategy, but only as an expression of Urban Hillsides Team's opinions. This video is for informational purposes only. There you go. All right.
I'm picking up the drug company disclaimers. You might do this, you might do that, you might die, but here's our drug.
Gosh.
Take it.
Very, very scary. Yes.
Yeah. All right.
I don't know. All right. Well, all right. So we were going to start off on our topic of unknown value. And of course, I left this as a bit of a mystery, but we can fill it out in terms of consumers, buyers, and sellers looking at agents and finding their unknown values. There might be some things there that maybe you think you've already got handled, or you know, the internet is telling you everything on how to do it. But you know, we'll circle back to this. But ask questions to your agent about what they're providing and what they can do beyond maybe your initial expectations. Darren?
Right. So, you know, in my thought about having this conversation, I thought the best way to approach it might be a little bit of the evolution, even in my short 20 years as an agent.
Right.
You know, when I got into the business, I'm not that old. So listings were on the internet. It was all out there electronically, but it was not readily available to the consumer, certainly on the level. This was pre-Zillow days. And even as an agent, there were local MLSs. So if you wanted to cover multiple areas, you had to become members of other MLSs and put your listings in multiple areas and pay to post them. And so information was a value that realtors brought at that time. And having the information about new listings and the dialogue and the communication with other agents were an absolute requirement to be a successful realtor. And that's what you deliver. That's the beginning of your connection with the client, often as far as bringing them their options.
Right.
Come all the way forward to today, you know, it's not uncommon at all for clients to come to us with a listing already. It's actually more common than not. Because they're hyper focused on their own needs, and they could be up all night long, looking for listings, and they're going to really hone in on the nuances of what they're looking for. So the value proposition has changed from a realtor perspective, but realtors are inventive, innovative people, and in figuring out how to.
I'm sorry, Darren. Most are.
Okay. And collectively, it's a group. The product we deliver in general are innovative, and certainly the successful ones, because they have to. You have to continue to improve. The companies that are out there who have kind of carved out their own little niches in delivering information and resources to the public and found their own way to make that their own business, forced realtors to figure out how to do more things, to offer more value. I think there is a singular component that's been consistent, and that is, again, a good realtor is worried about, the overall client experience and their success. So it's conversation.
It's not just transactional.
No, not at all. No. So you want to know the history. You want to know where they want to go, what they're trying to do, their personal resources on how to get there, what their bigger pictures are, and help them fulfill that. And the more we know as realtors, it's our job to be a really good resource. If we don't have answers, to find them. I mean, things are changing at lightning speed these days. So it's not just the information we have, but it's always finding new things consistently, and that's never going to end. In this,
and business. That is one thing. That's one thing that I do really like about this business. So you've been in it 20 years. I've been in it 6 years. There's always something to learn. There's always some discovery, and you've got to have that interest, that thirst to figure it out and get it to your clients.
It's you get paid in this business if you're successful. You're not. Your goal has to be to provide good service, but in the end, somebody will choose somebody that can truly provide that. So you have to be seeking resources and opportunities on how to provide good service, and somebody will work with somebody different if you're not offering good enough service, if they know what that means.
Well, and that's that was where I was going to go.
The topic of this is you should understand as a consumer, both seller and buyer, what that means. Have an idea of what the resources are. Don't think 20 years ago, if you're going into the industry, like, oh, this person's just going to bring me a property, bring me a few comps or show me a few addresses. There's so much more. And those are the questions you talk about asking early on.
One of our taglines is every step of the way. And just to fill that out, it is about before, during, and after the sale, whether that's a buyer or seller. So that's certainly something that we believe in. We try to get across to our own clients, but even they, as self-sufficient as they are, sometimes they forget what we do. So, we've got some cases here that we'll use it as examples to kind of point some of these things out and some of the hidden values or unknown values that you need to discover. So, we've got some successful clients, some buyers, a couple that were cramped in their downtown Los Angeles apartment, and with the pandemic, they had saved enough, worked hard enough to find a new place, a place with room. And that's a whole other story right there. But, we got to the end and gave them the keys. But before that, what did we do with them?
Well, I think, from a buyer perspective, often, there's varying degrees. We do work with a reasonable amount of first-time home buyers, or even if they're buying for a second time, maybe buying in L.A. for the first time. Or it's not uncommon these days for people to be stretching their budgets based on the cost of housing. So we're always trying to find a way to stretch that budget even further. Sometimes that means we can advise them to buy something that needs some work, and we can help them navigate getting that work done. That'll get them into a space. Sometimes that means, you can buy in a better neighborhood, or a bigger house for the same reasons. Ultimately, we have the ability to evaluate a property early and accurately, and determine where they can end up in the long run, which will give them an idea of how much they can offer, how far they can stretch their budget, and we'll help them make it a house they want to move into. And that can be varying degrees. The couple you're talking about, we went back and forth. We reviewed the inspection report in detail. We discussed just general improvements. They wanted some modernization of a few things. Put together an itemized list, got our guy there. This is on the easier side. He'll be there for 2 days. And, they're going to have a list of 30 items or so that are all done. And they can move in and those won't be an issue.
Well, it's funny you say that because, when you walk into the place, it's actually in really good condition. It has been brought up to speed. But, even with that, between an inspection report and us looking through the place and that final walkthrough, the list grew, and it's going to be a more comfortable, better house for them. And I wanted to say on this one in particular, Darren installs microwaves. He does a really good job, this guy. So
I can talk you through every step of doing it.
An unknown value, though. Once again, for a young couple who we found a really cool place in Tujunga. It's a mountain cabin. And so very put together, these guys. They had the diagram, the floor plan, what they want in terms of improvements. There was only 2 weeks, or there's only going to be 2 weeks before they're supposed to move in. And they'd already given notice to their landlord now that they're leaving into the month.
Sure.
So, we had to remind them, whoa, wait a minute, guys, let's have a good talk. And great ideas they have on paper, but, Darren, with your remodeling experience and also knowing the people that we work with, we've got to have a talk about timing this out and making sure it's going to work. And who does the work?
Sure. Sometimes that means, again, in the interest of trying to save money, sometimes you can do schedule work such that you can move in earlier and live in a portion of the property where work is being done somewhere else if you prioritize it properly. And we've recorded that as well. We're very sensitive to financial needs and trying to make it all work. So this place though, we don't need to talk about it that long. It's going to be closed in a couple weeks, but they've got the whole forest next to them and a stream, and it's amazing. For a very reasonable price.
We'll definitely have to share it with people. It's a great story. But and then I think the other distinction there that we brought out, and we're going to have a talk tomorrow about this, is what work is contractor work and what work is handyman work.
Right.
And I think there's a split there, and we're just going to have to balance it out, as you said, about what's the move-in priorities that we need to make sure are done, and then what is that? How long is it going to take that retaining wall and the right contractor to get installed? So.
The simplest example is like if you have a one bathroom house, you got to work on that bathroom before you move in, because you're going to have a hard time living there if the bathrooms that you worked on, or if you're going to redo all the floors, you might want to do those before you move in. You can paint walls and shift things around and improve, but there are some fundamental things that make it very difficult construction-wise to live in a house while they're going on.
Right. Well, you said it earlier, but there is the great outdoors for a bathroom, but I don't know. The bear might not like it, or the deer might not like that.
Sure.
The final example is an upcoming listing that we're going to have. So from the seller side, this is a lady who's lived in the house, I think she said 30 years.
Yeah.
And she's just moved into her parents' house. And there was work to do. So what did we do there, Darren?
We kind of broke it down and a little bit of something we do, something that's again, the evolution of real estate, right?
Mm.
The evolution of real estate is that now the availability to do construction on a home is much more readily available because there's now more third-party vendors, almost like Zillow wedging their way in there on the resource for data. There are now third-party vendors that have moved their way into real estate to help do property prep. Now, I do think we have a little bit of an advantage. Certainly, I know among many, in that we have internally, firsthand, much of the information and knowledge, and can navigate that, and are willing to help facilitate it. As soon as you add a third-party vendor, prices do escalate pretty dramatically, and it doesn't mean you're not going to get the return. Right. But if you're not demolishing or remodeling the entire house top to bottom, that's something we can do and don't need to go out to a third-party vendor.
Right. I mean, it's business. There's nothing evil about it, but yeah, you add one more person in, you're going to need to be paid.
I agree.
That's what it is.
Yep.
So yeah, some good challenges in terms of this house, but I think we laid out a list, we made a punch list. We're right now in the midst of some estimates, and she has a good understanding of what's going to happen next, which is good. She was really relying on us for that.
Yeah, and we kind of characterize it. This is like everyday language for us, from a perspective of there are things you can do that improve the space and will net you more money because they'll be more aesthetically pleasing or more updated and not damaged. Right. And then there's the second level of the inspection and walkthrough and punch list that relates to getting you through inspection and to close, knowing what's expected in the industry, knowing what's acceptable and what will cause a red flag and maybe be an issue in closing the transaction. So we focus on those components when we advise on what work to do as well.
Great. Okay, so that's the unknown value from us. Find your unknown value with whoever you're working with, and make sure they're really helping you as much as they can, as Darren said, with their resources, with their experience, and don't sell yourself short. Make sure you're asking good questions.
And I do want to say, so like I started in the beginning, I started talking about how there is one thing that hasn't changed with good realtors. Maybe there's a lot more tools, there's a lot more resources, there's a lot. I think the expectations have risen dramatically of what's expected in the industry. But, the phrases realtor for life and all that stuff, there's some legitimacy to that for people who really enjoy their job and engage. So you should remember that your realtor is a resource even well after your sale for resources, referrals to people. I mean, we're doing this every day. I think things we're doing every day, we're happy. Trust me, we're happy to hear from you. I have people call us and say, I'm sorry to bother you. You're not bothering us. As a realtor, I assure you, we're happy to hear from you and stay connected, and we want to help. And again, if we don't have the information, even if you're not in a transaction, we're going to try to find it for you and deliver it to you.
Yeah, good stuff. All right. Did we slay that dragon enough? Anything else?
I think we're good, man.
All right. Well, let me go ahead and share the screen. And let's see. There it is. All right. So we are now walking into sold listings in the last 7 days. And let's see. Sold listings. The computer says how many? 37. Wow. Okay.
That number's down a bit.
It is.
Yeah, maybe like 10.
All right, so I'm going to do this by area. But Darren, I know you wanted to look at Montana, so let me go down there. 1625 Montana. I know we looked at this when it was an active listing. So let's take a look. Okay. So This is 1625 Montana Street in Echo Park. It is sold $1,150,000, a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, and that's 1,218 square feet on a smaller lot, 3,861 square feet. So the big number, of course, is where did it start? So $999,000 list price, and it sold in 16 days. What were some of your comments on this one, Darren?
Showing trends on the price. This is although it looks very tranquil and peaceful, a little more of an urban street. The house presented well.
I saw the apartment next door.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a little denser. But the house showed very well. It was staged well, and I think it looked very well cleaned up and polished. So just getting an understanding of pricing in different neighborhoods. I do like to see these houses that aren't, 100% flipped, which is, in all sincerity, a little more of what we do. And, we'll remodel a lot of different things in homes, but you look at the shower and the bathrooms and the kitchens. Yeah. It's not like they're all brand new. They've just really done the best they can with what's there. There's still some opportunity for improvements and to make it your own space.
Right. Well, and this is kind of what we were talking about earlier, and we continue to talk about is, yes, prioritizing and giving a real value to things. You can't do it all, but there are some correct decisions to make to raise the value of a house. Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah. Okay. All right. Next, let's see. Bear with. Let's see. All right. You wanted to see Maltman. So this was, correct me if I'm wrong, was this a small lot, an early small lot?
Yeah, I was interested to see. It was this was before small lot was illegal. Was legal. It actually was a very interesting apartment complex that had a street down the middle and all kinds of small bungalows. They did subdivide it, officially make it into a subdivision and give each unit its own APN. So they're small. I think there were 14 of them, if I remember correctly. This was back in the 80s. Or pardon me, not in the 80s. 2008, 2006, somewhere in that range. So, small space, $699 is very affordable for that neighborhood because it is a good neighborhood. But it's still sold $100K over list price.
Well, $699 to $795. That's still a healthy jump.
Yeah, just under $100K. So, but these exist, in this neighborhood. It's a great value, but they're a small space.
Right. And I'm looking at an HOA fee of $130 monthly. That is wonderful. Right. I don't know what you get. I don't know what you get for that, but that's great. Yeah.
Some small outdoor maintenance.
Right. A 1-bedroom, 1-bath, $795,000. All right. Next, let's see. Verdugo Vista. Let me find that. Verdugo Vista. 3660, is that it?
Yep.
Verdugo Vista Terrace. Okay. Okay, 3660 Verdugo Vista Terrace. It sold at $1,240,000, 2-bedroom, 2-bath with 1,420 square feet on a 4,599 square foot lot. Let's see, it took 9 days to sell, and it started at $1,099,000. So,
sure.
Brought to us by Mark Meyer.
It's a great pocket. I love this pocket. It's the side of Mount Washington. That's a little more of the rolling hills. Rather than the steeper hills with a lot of the 1920s where you come in off a Fig. Good indoor-outdoor flow. Again, not completely remodeled, just enough. It felt really good, staged well. It sold for $150 over list. So Good listing, good house for the buyer who got it.
Great. All right. Gosh. The overage on these list prices is.
Some of doing this is as a buyer, to condition you, and also as a seller to understand where things can go. There's sometimes these things sell that much higher because they are just genuinely underpriced.
Yeah.
And sometimes the market frenzy does drive it up. I would say Paducah Vista was underpriced. I thought it should have been a little higher. Probably, I would have probably started at like 1.2.
Right.
But yeah, unfortunately, the value that's listed on the MLS is often these days not what it sells for.
All right. So 1957 Sunny Heights Drive. We love this neighborhood. Let me put it on the slideshow. It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath. It's 1,917 square feet. It's sold at $1,350,000. Days on market 0. So it was already sold.
Probably sold before it came on.
Yeah, and that's what it said. Sold before processing. So they had to just legally do this and announce it. But listing agent Robert Estrada, Prospect Group, made it look easy. Right.
So I wanted to specifically show this. We don't even have interior photos, but even the exterior photo looks very nice.
Yeah.
I just wanted to show it, because of neighborhood. Sometimes we want you to think, particularly if you're a buyer, to consider other neighborhoods. The specific pocket where you come in off Division, it was a huge development back in the 60s. A bunch of mid-century modern homes. We sold a couple of them up there, and there's good value. I mean, this is a 2,000 square foot house for 1.3. Compared to, somewhere like Echo Park, this would be at least another $200,000 more, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just sitting on Google Maps Street View, and you can kind of get a feel for the neighborhood. Very unique for Northeast L.A. in terms of the subdivision.
Right. All the homes have a consistent architecture. It's not a mix of old and new. It was all built at a similar time. I think it was undesirable for a long time, as many of the Northeast neighborhoods were. I mean, there are a lot of them. It's a decent amount of them that still have bars on the windows. And but in general, it's a very clean neighborhood.
Yeah.
And it's hillside, so you get views. Big garages. Built to proportions of that era on the generous side.
Cool. All right. Okay, next, let's go to Hillside Drive. You wanted to run to. Let's do that. Hillside Drive. So this is in Eagle Rock, right? Or no, where is it? Is it Hillside or Hillsdale Drive, Darren?
Hillsdale, yes.
It is Hillsdale, okay.
Right.
All right. Oh,
this was a unique property in El Sereno.
Okay.
I believe you showed this property, Joe.
Yeah, hold on. I'm trying to look. I'm trying to remember. No, I didn't. No.
I know we talked about it. I mean, it listed at $749 and sold for $900. So
right.
It's still that 150 bump, but starting at a lower price, it's definitely a higher percentage.
Yeah, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 962 square feet living, but as you can see, some nice outdoor living space as well. So this is what people want. Yeah. And
this is a little bit about, like, we're going to talk about Scarpa on the active side. This is like, living amongst the trees, not feeling like you're in an urban environment at all. It's really nice.
Cool.
And it's not always easy to place a dollar value on that, because I think this thing sold high. I would say maybe it was appropriately priced, but you have that emotional connection to the environment, and that really drove the price up.
So this is listed by Alex Trevino, a good colleague of ours at Trevino Properties, and he usually does a very nice job. His clients do with these sort of listings. All right, next, is there anything just off the list, Darren, that you see? Let's see here.
Oh, I'm noticing one. If we're talking about neighborhoods, gosh, even that one up. The 1972 Barnett. Everything goes up so much, man.
All right. Well, this looks like it's an out-of-area agent.
This one's City Terrace.
Got it.
And we talked to a couple people about this one because it was so cheap. I mean, relatively speaking, $599 was the list price at 1,300 square feet, and it wasn't. It wasn't a wow property. It's got some very nice, what looks like some variation of pink purple carpet, and so there were some opportunities for improvements, but it looked move-in ready. Like things weren't broken down. Everything was functioning. Right. It's a good place to start, if you're coming at a lower price point. But even it went up $90,000.
Wow. So $689 sold, but started at $599. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. All right. Well, let me go back here. Do you have a small baby around you, Darren?
No, you don't. This is my Fitbit telling me I haven't moved. The joke around the house is that when it buzzes, I just sit here and I go like this, and I'm done.
All right. Well, let's see. Let's look at some of the lesser priced ones. Let's see.
But on that note, I do meet with a trainer tomorrow, Joe, for the first time.
Oh, wow.
I know.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff.
Can't do it myself. I need help.
Yeah. Okay, so this was Amber Place. I'm just curious because it's the lowest sold price one here. Let's see. Open a link in new window. Bing, bing. Let's see. So, hold on. So, small place, 4517 Amber Place. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,000 square feet on a small 3,200 square foot lot, and sold for, as you can see, there's $629. It started at $650, so it actually went down. This was brought to us by Brian Larson. So
this is on a small street-to-street lot.
Okay.
And one half of the street looks like it's immediately off of Huntington. I think it's that where Huntington divides, and you still feel like you're on Huntington.
Got it. Wow. Well, hey, you know what? It's a start. And congrats to whoever.
100%. Yeah. Just trying to understand the price.
Yeah. All right. Let's see here. Bear with.
Sounds like some equipment's running in the background there, Joe. Got something going on here.
I've got this fan that I've been wrestling with.
On your computer.
I think it's a little before its time. It's very high-techy, and this little fan sometimes does not know where to land on cooling it. I'm like,
Got
so
it.
if you hear it go up and down, that's me trying to figure it out. All right, so let's see. Fayette Street, $722,000. Let's take a look at some of these cheaper ones. Oh, this looks very nice. Let's see. Okay, nice plants. Let's see. Sorry. Now I can't get to my... Oh, there it is. Do you know this area, Darren? Where is this? Oh, it's off York. Okay.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a property right there on Branch that intersects Fayette.
So it's sold at $722,000. It's a 2-bed, 1-bath, 660 square feet on a small lot, 2328 square feet, and sold in 8 days. Started at $675,000. So right there in that magical 1,000 per square foot that we keep seeing. This is brought to us by Jacqueline Jantz. I guess once again it's better than a condo.
It is, yeah. Well, depending on who you are, but if you want land, if you want to have some real outdoor space, it is. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, why don't we move on to some actives? Get a feel for that. Let me just move back. Let's see. Let's go here. Last 7 days. Okay. So last 7 days, how many new listings? 37. So that's down as well. Oh no, that's sold. Hold on here.
Yeah, 49.
There it is. Okay. 10, 15, 49. Where is it? 51 now. All right. So, okay. So you wanted to go see Benton, 1337 Benton.
Sure.
Yeah.
This is your example compared to Sunny Heights. This one's 300,000 more than what Sunny Heights sold for. It does have a pool.
Right.
But yeah, this gets you into Silver Lake.
All right. So I'll run the slideshow. 3-bedroom, 4-bath. It's 2,013 square feet on a 5,332 square foot lot. And days on market 7. It started at $1,649,000. So right there. Boom.
Sure.
Charlotte Blake. Yeah.
And this is a complete remodel. Nicely done, nicely staged.
Yeah.
It's not a big pool, but it's a pool, and they did a nice job in terracing the yard and creating nice destinations. Looks like a private backyard, fire pit, built-in benches. It's nice.
Yeah. $1,649,000. All right. And a lower price per square foot of $819. So don't just shop for per square foot.
Right.
It might be a little misleading.
It is very misleading. And in general, bigger houses cost less per square foot than do smaller houses. Just understand that in general.
Right. Okay. So beautiful house. Good job. Another one, let's see, you wanted to look at was Cove, 2120 Cove. Let's take a look. 2120 Cove. Oh, is that it? No. Here, let me do this. Cove. There she is. Now, why did you want to spot this one out, Darren? What was it about this?
Neighborhood-wise,
Okay.
it does look like it's clean, very nicely done, in my opinion. Clean lines.
Yep. Oh, wow. So, yeah, it's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, 932 square feet on a 7,509 square foot lot. It's sold at, or not sold, it is at $845,000. And this is brought to us by Britta Kleingartner. So, yeah, looks like fairly new hardwood floors.
Yeah, this is definitely a remodel. There's also some bonus opportunities. There's a large basement area that seemed like they were progressing and doing some more work, but never really finished it. As you scroll through the photos, there's windows down there. There's walls, foundation for middle walls. It's an example of a smaller house that offers a lot of bonus components. It's a big yard and a good neighborhood.
Oh, yeah. They definitely had more plans below. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good stuff. And it's near a stair street. That's interesting. Okay. Next, let's go to Imogen. Let's see. So, Imogen. There it is. All right. Okay. So why did you want to bring up this one? Neighborhood again?
Yeah, a little bit about neighborhood. This is South Silver Lake neighborhood that I know well. I used to own 8 units over on Imogen there. It's a fixer for $1 million. I honestly, personally don't believe it's worth $1 million.
Sure.
But it's 1,650 square feet, probably finished, could be in the 1.2, 1.3 range. It's a little denser of a street. If your plan is to build it out and build units, I think I know the property I own was zoned R2. I don't know how this is zoned, but then maybe it could be worth it. It's the same size. My properties are 50 by 150. They're good sized lots. From an R2 perspective, you're falling just short of being able to build 4 units because it needs to get up to 8,000 on the square footage of the lot. But yeah,
we'll see. We'll see where this one goes. But yeah, looks like an investor. We'll see if they take that jump. Might be too big.
I think it is personally.
Right? Yeah. So let's see here. Okay. Next one is, let's see,
1800 Baxter.
Oh, you know that street well.
Yeah, this is a major fixer. This is someone who I knew in the neighborhood that was involved. Raised her family there. Probably, gosh, I didn't see how many years, but I'm guessing she lived there for 60 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah, the woman I knew was engaged. She passed like maybe 5 years ago, but one of her kids was living there. So this is more like what I want to see. This is a little smaller than that house on Imogen, but I think this one is actually a good value because it's a better neighborhood than Imogen, and it's Hillside. It is a corner lot, but it's a major fixer. This is. And here's another thing I'll say, and this is a prime example of that. This is a cash-only sale. I don't know if it says that in the write-up. Let me see.
Submit all cash offers only. Yeah.
Is that in the general marketing remarks?
Agent remarks, buyer's closing to be in 20 days or less prior to viewing home.
Right.
So push.
You want to see that honestly, I always want to see that in the general remarks because you'll get somebody who calls and they're like, well, I want to buy this house and make it work. It's got to be cash. 100%. Yeah. And you just, if you don't know, it's because for those of you out there, you can't get a loan. A lender won't lend on this house unless it's a hard money loan. Right.
Wow. $750.
That's a great one. I'm guessing they have offers already, but if you're seeing it for the first time, this is one to jump on because it's a great spot. Yeah,
it says here, no appraisal contingency, no warranties, no.
It's just an as-is sale. Yeah.
You better be ready. Yeah. Okay. Well, cool. Next, let's see, Escarpa. So I know you just saw this, and we're working with a client, I believe, on this. Let's see.
Yes. This pocket where this property is situated it's just an amazing little nook, up against the college in Eagle Rock. The vicinity, the circle around the college, Occidental College, is interesting. You've kind of got the side that feels like Highland Park. You've got the side that pushes up against York, feels a little more open. And then you've got this corner where it's more curvy and hilly and some larger homes. This is a special place in that it's over 20,000 square feet on the lot, because it's 2 lots, 24,000, almost 25,000 square feet.
Half acre
Good house.
Yeah.
And then there's a 4-car garage and a 2-car garage, plus a guest unit that they built in the 80s with an enormous pool. It's the biggest pool in a private residence that I've seen in quite some time.
Wow. Well, 5-bedroom, 3-bath. Yeah, 3,110 square feet. Wow. 2,448,000. Huge lot. Oh, yeah, look at that pool in the pool house. Wow. Days on market 7, and this is brought to us by Edith and Liz. Edith Renna and Liz Johnson. Good people.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I kind of went out of tradition here. I usually do the descriptions, but we're doing all right. Let's see. Maybe I'll jump back into that. Let's see. Okay, and then let's see, Ridgeview. So let's go to Ridgeview. Ridge. There she is. Okay. All right. So, what did you love about this one? Why did you want to bring this out? And I can go through the stats later.
Sure. This is neighborhood and value. I really like that pocket to the west of Ellenwood.
Ooh, look at that.
It's nice, and I think it's a good value, very good value at $845. So those are the 2 reasons.
Right. So it's 2423 Ridgeview Avenue. It's a 3-bedroom, 1-bath, 1,310 square feet on a good-sized 8,510 square foot lot. 845 list. Days on market 3, and built originally 1916, and brought to us by Nancy Marfisi at Sotheby's. And and Dan Marfisi. Let me read the description here. First time on the market since the 1950s. The Eagle Rock family home awaits your vision, creativity, and elbow grease to transform it to a dream home. 3 beds, 1 bath, a large lot, and a pool all make up the complete package. 2423 Ridgeview is situated just west of Eagle Rock Boulevard, 1.5 blocks from Max City Barbecue and Pat and Lorraine's coffee shop. This property has the potential to become a great family pool home on this very pleasant street in a lovely section of Eagle Rock. So yeah, deadline offers April 6th, Tuesday, 10 a.m.
Right.
Yeah, getting it
So it's a
done.
little bit of a fixer, but it has a lot of the original details. A lot of them, exterior siding, roofing, and the porch probably has original floors, built-ins, big lot. It's just a great home. I think even as a fixer, it will sell above that price point.
Yep. And, these agents are doing the right thing. So I'm looking in agent remarks. Please request offer guidelines, general inspection, sewer report, and termite report. So they've already done some work for us to get as much information as possible to the buyer. So good job.
Right.
Home shows. Always fireplace unknown. Seller will not be reviewing. So Darren, why do people do that? Why do people always strike off the fireplace as cosmetic or unknown?
It's a building code thing, how it's changed over time. First off, they're not putting in brick fireplaces anymore. It's illegal to do so. So almost all of them are substandard by today's safety standards.
Right. Okay.
It's really that simple. So any fireplace, unless it was renovated and really cleaned up, is going to be called out as substandard and a fire hazard. Doesn't mean you can't use it, but yeah, I guess by today's standards, there's some more risks you will be taking. So they always just want to call it out. So in identifying that, they won't give a credit for it.
Okay. And then, I saw a a dive board on the pool.
Right.
They might get rid of that too. And I guess the other question that comes from this is, so it says here, trust sale, trustee passed away from natural causes in the home. Property is sold by successor trustee, and all documents will be reviewed by trust attorney. So just any basic trust sale answers you can give people when they see that.
Sure. All that means is that there really isn't, you're not going to know a history. This listing starts out by saying it hasn't been on the market since the 50s. So you're thinking, well, I'm going to get 70 years of disclosure history and conditions. And when it's a trust sale, basically the trustee says, I know absolutely nothing. I've never lived in the house.
Right.
So it's left up to you to do your own inspections and investigations. And it's not the end of the world as long as you have good inspectors. And, if you choose to, you can go research history of permits at the building department. So as long as you navigate the process well, it's not a big deal.
Right. Okay. Okay. What else here? We're really flowing without me doing these descriptions. Let's see.
Yeah.
Okay, so we did Ridgeview. That was the final one there. Let's go back to, let's see.
Yeah, call us next.
Oh, yeah. That's right, call us. Huh, I missed that one. Okay, so call us. Let's see. Okay. So, 4623 Collis Avenue, 2-bedroom, 1-bath. It's 1,002 square feet. It's listed at $749,000. Good size lot of 7,503. I think part of that is going up a hillside. And days on market 4. And brought to us by Leslie Rubin and Emily Epstein at Berkshire Hathaway. And originally built 1939. The description. Welcome to this stylish urban home located just below the highly sought-after neighborhood of Highland Park and adjacent to South Pasadena and El Sereno. This hidden gem has all the old-world charm of the east side with some brand-new modern upgrades. This home offers 2 bedrooms and sits on a large 7,503 square foot lot nestled between beautiful rolling hills. Step into the light-filled living room, which has brand new windows, a custom built-in mid-century cabinet, and a brick fireplace which flows seamlessly to the dining area and extra office studio space that looks out over the expansive yard. Brand new remodeled bathroom features new tile floors, new shower with subway tile, and new modern vanity sink. Both bedrooms offer plenty of closet space, original hardwood floors throughout, along with some period characteristics and hardware, make this home a unique find. The expansive outdoor living space makes this home perfect for entertaining and boasts beautiful views of the hillside scenery. Detached garage has a space out inside that was once used as a dark room. Easy access to Ernest Debs Regional Park, downtown, Pasadena, Highland Park, and so much more. All right. Any other info here? No. All offers due Tuesday, March 30th by 6 p.m. tomorrow. That's that. So, anything more to say on this one?
Yeah, charming house, great street, very difficult price point to be a buyer in. We did call on this house 1 day, 2 days after it was maybe one and a day and a half into the listing, and there weren't even any available showings left. That just seems insane to me. Every time I hear it, it seems insane. So personally, I believe the agent has done a bit of a disservice by listing it too low and just turning people away. They should extend the date, give more people an opportunity to come in and show it. Or raise the price, because you're going way above if you don't even have a 15-minute slot to show the property. So great little house for sure on a good street.
The other comment too, and as much as that's a service to the seller to bring in more buyers, let's face it, guys. As agents, we're looking for clients as well in this period, and it would give them more opportunity to find perhaps some buying clients for themselves.
Sure, and they've given themselves more work. I don't think. Look, in reality, we always want to get the highest price, but no agent's happy when you have 30 offers.
Right.
It's a lot of work, and I don't think it would drive the price up more than getting 10 offers.
Well, and we've been in these situations where, as you're saying, not only is it creating more work, but it might be creating more confusion and indecision on the seller's part.
Sure.
And so I think the last time we had an offer out, it was 20 offers, and they ended up, picking like the best 7. So in the long run, it gets down to 7. So one thing I noticed, and it's small, but it's a big thing, is they did not use a 3D scan for this property. If you are going to compact deadlines and have limited showings, you should at least try to do that. That'll help some people get through the house. You might pick up some more interest that way. So that's become very much a standard for many listings now.
Sure, or for that matter, eliminate showings for people who will see it in more detail, then won't take a time slot for somebody who's interested.
Totally, it's all about efficiency. You're right, Darren. Okay, let's look. Any others that are shouting at you?
I did want to look at Buchanan and then Berenice.
Okay, Buchanan. Oh, that's where they were. They were on the other side of the paper. So let's do Buchanan, 5301 Buchanan. Okay, link a new window. Okay. Oh, very pretty. All right. Okay, so this is 5301 Buchanan Street. It's in Highland Park. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,434 square feet. It's listed at $1,195,000, and it's on a lot of 5,390 square feet. Days on market 5, and built in 1906, and brought to us by Heather Sherbert of Coldwell Banker and Janice McGlashan of Coldwell Banker. So, located in a convenient Highland Park neighborhood, an impressive modern renovation of a California bungalow awaits. This 3-bedroom, 2-bath home has been recreated by the owners with excellent attention to detail and an open floor plan with a strong connection between indoor and outdoor spaces. Warm and inviting, the entry opens into the light-filled living room and dining area with hardwood floors, well-designed finishes, and floating shelves. The bright kitchen features eat-in quartz stone counters and newer appliances and opens to the comfortable family room. The primary suite with an organized closet, stunning bathroom with dual sinks, and sliding doors to the backyard is privately situated off the family room. A hallway off the living room leads to two more bedrooms, a full bathroom, and laundry. An entertainer's backyard has an enchanting dining area with farm-to-table vegetables, and herb gardens. Multiple fruit trees and lush landscaping surround the private property. The detached 585 square foot garage is an excellent office art studio option with ADU opportunity. Please submit offers by 3/31 at 10 a.m. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Here we go. Request rent back. Sellers request rent back as an option for up to 3 months. And they had seller disclosures out. So that's good.
Got it. So that's something we speak with some sellers about as well, just to help with the transition. This is kind of the whole conversation about where you're going, how you're going to get there, and how could we make it as smooth and easy as possible. So, interestingly, this house, the curb appeal is fantastic. It looks very original with the brick and the siding and the shiplap and the natural garden. I love that front photo. On the inside, it's lived in a little more. It's interesting, the busyness of a house when it's lived in. But it's got a lot of nice features. It really does. Proportionately. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, and I hadn't looked at the photos yet, but just in reading, I think the layout, it sounded good in terms of that separation of space with the primary bedroom versus the two on the other side, giving a little bit more privacy maybe to that master or that primary.
Yeah, and they have a family room at the back. I'd love when living rooms, family rooms flow out into the backyard.
That was the other thing, yeah.
Yeah, and that's a quality of life. It just feels good. You feel connected to the outdoors.
And, when we do see that, we always mention to parents to be or parents with kids that it's a great way to be able to separate the kids from maybe the adults when you are entertaining. So that's good.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's move on to Berenice. Let's see. 4017, is that it? Yeah. Berenice Place? Must be.
Yep.
All right.
It's a big house.
This is not the one I was thinking of, but okay.
Berenice is, that lower Montecito Heights off of Avenue 43 takes you straight into it. This 2,600 square foot house for under $1 million.
Yeah, what a deal. So 4017 Berenice Place, it's 4 bedrooms, 3 baths at 2,654 square feet with a beautiful view, it looks like. Starting at $989,000, a lot size of 6,994. Been on the market for 3 days only. Let's see, build year is 1996, so fairly recent. And this is brought to us by our colleague Stephen Sabatella over at Sabatella and Associates. Let me read the description. Hillside gem with views of landmarks and fireworks. The spacious hillside traditional with 4 bedrooms and approximately 2,654 square feet, nestled in the hills of Montecito Heights, is a perfect home for indoor-outdoor entertaining, with spectacular views that span from Elysian Park and Griffith Observatory to Southwest Museum and San Gabriel Mountains, including Dodger Stadium. Fireworks. The expansive upper and lower balconies are interconnected to offer access to all levels of the home, including a rare gated flat side yard with concrete pad and lemon, orange, and avocado trees. Amenities include a living room with cathedral ceiling and gas fireplace, formal dining room, open layout kitchen with vented range hood, breakfast bar, lots of counter, and cabinet space, family room with cathedral ceiling and balcony access, main floor, bedroom, and powder room. 3 lower level bedrooms, including a master suite with 2 closets and dual sinks, plus 2 more bedrooms and baths, all with individual glass sliders to access the lower balcony, wine cellar, huge basement. Gosh, what else is in here? Huge basement with expansion potential and lush terraced landscaped backyard with stone path. Direct access to two-car garage with laundry, central HVAC and copper. This location offers a unique plus of curbed streets and sidewalks with parking on both sides. Very hard to find in these hills. Close to Gold Line, Highland Park, Farmers Market, and restaurants. All right.
So, this neighborhood doesn't have walkability. That's one thing when we're heading up towards that neighborhood that we do point out. So, in looking at the house, it looks like there's a lot of carpet. I don't know anybody that desires that for the most part. I think it's staged.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Maybe not. I'm not 100% sure. It's balcony living, so you have to accept that. But my favorite photo, if you just want to stop on it, is what looks like, the dropped-in Mercedes-Benzes in the garage.
I just saw it. Yeah.
That's hysterical, man.
Badly photoshopped.
Hysterical. That makes it's worth $1.2 million now, just so now.
Yeah, at least. That's hilarious. Remember that one guy who we were selling his home up in the Hollywood Hills, and he had a Ferrari or something, and he was
Yes,
very
he parked
adamant.
it in front.
Very adamant. It needed to be up there. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know if that helped, but
To
I think
include
I think the other obvious observation here is, depending upon who you are, it seems is there a good number of stairs on this? You're gonna have to get used to some up and down, some up and down living. Depending upon who you are.
You really don't. I mean, you've got some small yard, but it's terrace living for the most part. I mean, I think maybe there's someone who has a big family that just needs a lot of rooms and that works for them. But otherwise, if it's a traditional Northeast buyer that we work with, this is a house that needs to be remodeled. So although it's finished and very livable, there's going to be a lot of alterations to make it more aesthetically pleasing.
Right. Well, thank goodness it does have that side yard for those people that don't want to walk down to that other yard.
Yeah, some of the fundamental components are nice. The vaulted ceiling in the living room, and there's some elements that work.
Two observations. So, guys, if you're out there looking, you've probably already observed this. Darren pointed out the photoshopped Benzes in the garage, but Darren, this might be every now and then here staged digitally, for all we know. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, no, you're right. It seems a little off. Yeah. Oh, that's what it is.
It might
you're
be.
100% correct.
I have to say, there is a lot going on in that description, and there seems to be a lot of value here. You said it before, but I think this was underpriced. I don't know. I mean, it's Montecito Heights. I get it.
It's lower Montecito Heights. The higher you get, the better.
Right.
But,
so he may have priced this right on, in your opinion.
I feel, it'll just take the right.
It'll creep up. Yeah.
Yeah. Every house takes the right buyer because it's a lot of square footage. So if you get this for $1 million, you're going to go in and do aesthetic work. It's a lot of surface work. It's not structural work. And that is more affordable work. I mean, you could put $50,000 into this place and have a big impact. So now you have a house that is more appealing for $1,050,000.
Nice. Okay. Great. Yeah. Let's see. Let's go back to the one-line report. Let's see. Any other streets calling out?
Those are the ones that jumped out at me. I think we can, if you want, Joe, we can end it short. Maybe Rosemont. That's interesting. It's South Echo Park.
Let's go Rosemont. Yeah. Is that an affordable pocket? I don't know. Is it?
It's $800,000.
Yeah. Maybe some work to do.
Yeah, I think so. The bars are still in the window.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, this is not a charming house. Oh my God.
So it's 213 Rosemont Avenue. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. It's 1,092 square feet. Right, at $799,000. It's all yours. 6,397 square foot lot. It's been on the market for 6 days, and originally 1921 was its build date. This is brought to us by a Mike Garibay at Excellence Real Estate in the 562. Yeah.
So this is an example, I would say, of an out-of-area agent that it really isn't doing anything to prep a property. And, you'd be surprised how many listings we even go into, and I venture to say a reasonable amount of them. Maybe they don't look like this. They're a little better, but there genuinely is a good amount of work to do. This property could look so much better with a $20,000 investment. It would sell for so much more. Yeah. So from a buyer's perspective, try to look beyond that. We can look beyond that very quickly. The neighborhood, square footage work for you. This is where a good agent can really help you make it a place and help you get a better price, a place you want to live in. From a seller's perspective, don't settle. Just, clean the house and go straight to market. There are options to net you a lot more if you just put a little effort into it.
Yeah. Digitally stage it. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Take the beer cans off the side of the sink.
Well, can you digitally paint it and repair it? And
no, hold on, Darren. That's a good idea.
I know. A whole other business.
God. All right. Well, look, let me stop sharing. And Darren, we've got a busy week this week. So let's dig in. And we've got some good momentum. Guys, have a good week yourself. We'll see you again here Monday, 2:00. And we'll knock it out one more time. Thanks so much for your help in making this happen. Take care.
Take care. Bye.
Bye, guys.